All my fellas, let me hear you say I love you, 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 I love you.
KUFM News. Concise, precise, balanced, unbiased.
We are live from Benin City to the world.
This is 92.7 KUFM Newsbreak.
Good morning and welcome to Newsbreak in KU 92.7 FM Benin City. First, the headlines. Edo government assures of speedy completion of 5-kilometer Benin Technical College Road. Groups rally against genetically modified crops. House of Reps give Immigration Service 72 hours to issue international passports to owners. On entertainment, Netflix yanks new Elvis Chooks produced movie, Sleigh.
And in Sports Ministry, Athletics Federation of Nigeria moved to secure Olympic relay qualifications for Nigeria.
Details of these and more after this break. I am Omoye Ogbede. The Edo State government has reassured residents of accelerated completion of the ongoing construction of 5-kilometer Benin Technical College Road in Benin City, the state capital. Chairman of Edo State Oil and Gas Producing Areas Development Commission, ESOPADEC, Pastor Kennedy Osifo, gave the assurance when he led members of the commission and other government functionaries to inspect ongoing construction of the college road and school facilities. Accompanying the chairman on the inspection were member representing Oriamo local government area at the commission, Charles Ideon, Esquire, member representing Ikpobaoka local government area, Honorable William Dudu, member representing Ovia Northeast LGA, Omosede Obanwi, member representing Edo Central, Daniel Enebi, and member representing Edo North, Honorable Abdullahi Imudagbe. The SOPADEC chair and said Governor Gordon Obaseki directed the commission to construct the asphalt 5-kilometer Benin College Road from the Benin-Lagos Expressway to the river and into the college with a walkway, and also install electrification and reticulation inside the institution. Osifo stated that ESOPADEC will supervise the project from the beginning to the end and ensure its speedy completion while ensuring quality construction is achieved. A number of groups comprising of farmers, medical practitioners, lawyers, and civil society organizations on Thursday gathered at Museum Ground at Oba Ovorama Square to protest against genetically modified crops in Nigeria. KFM's correspondent Nosakai Uwadia reports that the protesters are also calling for the repeal of the National Biosafety Management Agency Act. The report.
The rally attended by the generality of people, including medical workers, farmers, and civil society organizations, convened by Health of Mother Earth Foundation, OMES. They marched inside the museum situated at Oba Ovorame Square in Benin City, chanting "Ban genetically modified organisms in Nigeria now." Project lead of OMES, Cadmus Ateke Enade, lamented that food and agricultural systems are being threatened by uncontrolled release of genetically modified organisms, GMOs, into the country.
From all indications, we've seen that Nigerian Biosafety Management Agency, they are giving permits to GM producing companies to bring in GMOs into the country, and which is not healthy for our farmers. It causes a lot of environmental challenges, it causes a lot of harm to our health. So we are saying today that the approvals for GM seed should be reverted. All the approvals they've given for GM seed, they should be halted and stopped. And also they should repeal the Biosafety Act they've created, they've drafted, because it does not tell well of what will support the local farmer. Presently, the local farmers produces over 90% of the food we consume.
Another representative of the group speaks further on their concerns.
My name is Ogechi Kuki, and I'm the communications lead for Health of Mother Earth Foundation. We are facing serious biodiversity loss as other organisms in the soil are being destroyed. GMOs, we have what they call land grab. The argument is that they are trying to feed the world.
After this rally, what next?
Tends to continue more in the campaigns against GMOs. And what we are having here today, we are having it in 9 other states. Edo State making it 10 states across Nigeria. The same actions, the same event to stand against GMOs.
Ateke Enade also enjoined members of the public to be wary of what they consume.
They should be careful of what they eat, especially when you engage in the purchase of canned food, processed foods. Check the packet for the expiring date. Check the packet for the content of what that particular imported food you are consuming is made.
The campaigners, however, retired at the Ministry of Environment, where they submitted a copy of their petition and some relevant publications to a director, Citation Safety Services, Blessing Igareva, on behalf of the permanent secretary in charge of the ministry, Lucky Wasa.
Our duty is to ensure that we mitigate these impacts as regulators, identification of impacts and mitigating them, so that at the end of the day, the environment is sustained. That is our focus, and that is also your focus. So we are in it together, and we appreciate the fight here. So thank you for coming.
Nosahai Wadiai, KUFM News.
And the Senate Committee on Army on Thursday summoned the Finance Minister Zainab Ahmed to give account of releases to the military for Operation Lafia Dole and the war on terrorism. The committee issued the summons after the minister was absent at the meeting called by the committee. The permanent secretary to the Ministry of Finance, Adiyu Shinkafi, represented the minister, but the committee was dissatisfied and insisted that the minister must appear before them. The permanent secretary, however, told the committee that 75 billion naira was appropriated and released in 2019, while additional funds appropriated from the service-wide votes was also released 100%. The sum of 2.5 billion was also released. He added that in 2020, 75 billion naira was appropriated, but 74.99 billion naira was released. In 2021, 100 billion naira has been appropriated and 19.4 billion naira released for the first quarter. On Wednesday, Shinkafi said the ministry released 19.95 billion naira for the second quarter. However, Senator Ali Ndume, committee chairman, presented a letter from the Chief of Defense Staff where he stated that military authorities complained of a shortfall in releases from the Finance Ministry. And House of Representatives has asked the Nigerian Immigration Service to, within 72 hours, issue international passports to thousands of Nigerians who have applied, paid, captured, but were yet to be given their booklets. The House also urged the Federal Ministry of Interior and the Nigerian Immigration Service to review its Memorandum of Understanding with the Nigerian Security Printing and Minting Company PLC and IRS Smart Technologies Limited. The Parliament said the review will boost the capacity and development of more passport booklets production lines and ensure better service delivery within 24 hours. The ultimatum followed the consideration of a motion titled Call for an End to the Scarcity of International Passport Booklets at Immigration Offices, moved by Honorable Ugonna Uzuribo at plenary. And the federal government has declared Monday, May the 3rd, 2021, public holiday to mark this year's International Workers' Day celebration. Minister of Interior Rauf Arugbesola made the declaration in a statement by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Shuaibu Belgore. The minister congratulated workers for witnessing this year's celebration. He commended them for their patience, understanding, and support in driving the policies and programs of President Muhammadu Buhari. Men of the Edo State Police Command have rescued 2 kidnapped victims. Those rescued are 37-year-old Okeke Emmanuel and 36-year-old Rilwan Adewale. The victims were kidnapped along Lagos Bypass by Aho Community, Benin City on the 25th of April 2021 at about 3 a.m. and were taken into the bush where they were said to have met other victims. According to a statement by the command spokesman, Kotongs Bello, the victims were traveling in a Sienna bus from Port Harcourt, Rivers State to Lagos when they were abducted. The statement further added that one of the victims, Adewale Rilwan, who sustained injuries during the rescue operation from the use of machetes by the hoodlums, is presently receiving treatment in a medical center in Benin City. The police said the sum of 200,000 naira was recovered from the scene. The statement also said the State Police Commissioner, Philip Ogbadu, called on the general public to avail the command with useful information that will expose criminal elements in the state. An unknown gunmen have killed 2 police officers in Nigeria's southern Akwa Ibom state. A police spokesman in the state, Odiko Magdon, confirmed in a statement on Thursday. He said the incident occurred on Tuesday evening at Ika district of the state when the gunmen ambushed and shot the 2 policemen on their way home after work. Magdon said some gunmen on motorcycles had attempted to attack the Ika police station but were repelled. He said a police patrol vehicle was also set ablaze by the gunmen. Coming up in a moment in entertainment news, Netflix yanks new Elvis Chooks produced movie Sleigh over copyright infringement. Details in a moment. Listening on to the news break in KU 92.7 FM Benin City. In some entertainment stories, global streaming platform Netflix has taken down its newly released Nollywood film Sleigh over claims of copyright infringement. The movie, which had already hit #1 spots in some countries, was yanked after Ghanaian songstress Wendy Shea called the producers out for using her song as one of the film's soundtracks without her authorization. Neither Netflix nor the film's producers have publicly addressed the singer's claims. Produced by Elvis Chooks and directed by Ades Uga, Sleigh stars Ramson Noah, Idris Sultan, Amanda Dupont, and other celebrity actors from the continent. The comedy premiered on the streaming platform on April 26, 2021. This will not be the first time the platform has made headlines over copyright infringement allegations with its Nigerian titles. In 2020, Tobori Mit Ovore, a Nigerian investigative journalist, accused producers of Netflix original Oloture of copyright infringement. She alleged that the movie was an adaptation of a 2014 sex trafficking report. A new audio adaptation of Broadway musical Fela titled Fela 1020 is set to premiere on Clubhouse on Saturday, May 15 and Sunday, May 16, 2021. The adaptation features a new interpretation of the original Fela script. The audio adaptation, written and directed by Funa Maduka, is set to deliver an exciting new interpretation to Bill Jones and Jim Lewis' original Fela script, framing the NSAS movement in the context of Fela Kuti's legacy. Confirming the premiere of Fela 1020, co-produced and lead producer of the Broadway show Fela. Stephen Hendel said proceeds from the show will support Genco Foundation to provide tuition, healthcare, social and psychological support for young female survivors of terrorism and gender inequality. Actor and director Noel Kleck has been suspended by BAFTA after allegations of sexual harassment weeks after he received one of its top awards. In a statement, BAFTA said it made the decision in light of the allegations of serious misconduct. BAFTA said it was suspending his membership and the recently awarded honor immediately and until further notice. The 45-year-old kidulthood and Doctor Who actor was given the Outstanding British Contribution to Cinema Prize at the ceremony on 10th of April. Meanwhile, Kleck has vehemently denied any sexual misconduct or wrongdoing. The Guardian reported allegations from 20 women, all of whom knew Kleck in a professional capacity. And that's it from entertainment. And in Sports Ministry FAN moved to secure Olympic relay qualifications for Nigeria. Details in our sports bulletin.
Good morning. The Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development and the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, have moved to ensure Nigeria qualifies for the 5 relay events at the Tokyo Olympics. This is because the Polish Embassy in Nigeria refused to issue entry visa to Nigeria's contingent to the World Relay started on Saturday in Sleigh, Poland. To this end, a number of athletics meetings have been secured in the United States of America, while a 5-nation relay meeting is also on the card to hold in Nigeria before the window for qualification closes on June 29, 2021. It must be noted that only the top 16 relay teams will participate at the Tokyo Olympics. The AFN, led by the acting president Olamide George, has only availed the opportunity to register the team following the intervention of the Toma Confederation of African Athletics team that came to Abuja last week to resolve the conflict within the federation. The relay teams have won 8 of the 13 medals Nigeria have won at the Olympics from track and field. And finally, Bruno Fernandes and Edison Cavani both scored twice as Manchester United came from behind to beat Italian side AS Roma 6-2 at Old Trafford on Thursday night, taking a major step towards sealing a place in next month's Europa League final. Fernandes gave United a perfect start in their semi-final first leg when he swept home the Uruguay forward's first-time layoff after 9 minutes. Paul Pogba's handball allows Lorenzo Pellegrini to equalize before the Roma captain's pass allowed former Manchester City striker Edin Dzeko to score his 6th goal in 5 Old Trafford appearances to turn the tie on his head before half-time. The Red Devils rallied after the break as Cavani leveled with a superb first-time effort before tapping the hose back in front when substitute goalkeeper Antonio Mirante pushed Aaron Wan-Bissaka's angle shot into his path. United were in no mood to let their advantage slip a second time as Chris Smalling fouled Cavani and gave Fernandes the chance to add a fourth from the penalty spot. Pogba then powered home a precise header from Fernandes' cross before Mason Greenwood ran onto Cavani's pass and scored the 6th, making them the first side to score 6 goals in a major European semi-final since Real Madrid in the 1964 European Cup. In another semi-final first leg clash, Villarreal defeated Arsenal 2-1 at the El Madrigal. The return legs take place next week and the aggregate winners will play in the final. And that's it from sports. I'm Ewosa Agwika. And back to you, Omoya.
And that's the news, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Edo government assures of speedy completion of 5-kilometer Benin Technical College Road. Groups rally against genetically modified crops. House of Reps give Immigration Service 72 hours to issue international passports to owners. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Do not forget you can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting our website at www.kufm.net or download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We are also on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria. KFM's news break was produced by Nusahai Uwadiai. I am Omoya Ogbaide saying thanks for listening. Good morning.
Don't you touch that dial.
Sugar, don't touch that dial.
KUFM 92.7. Another one.
This is
92.7.